A matchup from the American League Central. We'll see the Kansas City Royals on the road as they play against the Chicago White Sox. Coming up on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. Major League Baseball, 2K Sports, Gary Thorne, John Krug, and Steve Phillips. We are into the meat of September now as the season starts winding down. A look at Carlos Quentin, no doubt getting ready for some offensive punch. Cellular Field in Chicago, the White Sox looking for a little home magic. And it'll be the right-hander, Eric Bedard, our starting pitcher. Steve, he gets going here against Kansas City. What do you think we're going to see from him?
Well, the scouting report against this lineup is if you execute your pitches, hit your spots, keep the ball down on the zone, you can shut them down. And with a quality left-hander like this on the mound, he shouldn't have too much difficulty.
And we'll have a chance now to see how the Royals line up, presented by Pep. And it's Juan Pierre now as we get this ball game underway.
Left fielder, number 6, Juan Pierre.
Bedard gets set and delivers. Not a pretty pitch, no damage. Here's the 1-0. Fastball just misses and he falls behind 2-0. It was a loss last time out for the Royals. They were hoping to take the series after splitting games 1. Hit on the ground over to shortstop. And he's on. That's a nice way to jumpstart your offense. Now a quick look for this game at the White Sox and how they are positioned in the field. Steve, keeping an eye on anyone?
Joe Creedy has great reactions in the hot corner, Gary. He has great instincts to be able to move, glove the ball, and a strong, accurate arm.
Hit sharply towards the hole. Here's what the White Sox schedule looks like. This Kansas City series ends Sunday, and then a home series facing the Twins, and they feature Denard Span. That's a team they handled all right the last time up. They'll try for a repeat performance. That's a 3-game series, and after that they'll be home against the Tigers. Have to deal with Carlos Guillen and the rest of that lineup, a team they didn't have too much trouble with in their previous series. So a lot of home games on the way. The fans will have a chance to see their guys many times over in the next couple of weeks. And it holds at 0-2. Here's the pitch. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2. And he strikes out Billy Butler. That pitch frozen.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down, work his way out of this jam, and keep the score tied.
RBI chance for Rick Ankiel. 2 men on, 1 out. Gets hit foul by Ankiel. No balls, 1 strike. Here's Bedard. Swung and a ground ball to third. And that'll retire Ankiel. And there's the first run. They take the lead, 1-0.
Well, good job of driving in a run. That's an RBI. The third baseman, I thought, could have had a play at home, though.
Caspo at the plate. Now, Steve, they needed to take the lead, and they've come through just as we thought they might. See how this plays out.
Well, they staked out an early lead in this one, just where they want to be.
Well, you know, when you hit like this in the first inning, you start to anticipate maybe a hit up the middle. Bedard throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Nice way to get things started in the starter for Kansas City. As he gets into this White Sox lineup, Steve, a little strategy.
Well, with Gil Mesh out on the mound, the hitters have to know he's got an assortment of pitches that he can throw at any time in the count. Nothing's overpowering. Although his fastball can touch 95, it doesn't have great movement. You have to sit on the fastball, adjust to the secondary pitches, and force him to throw strikes.
And it's Johnny Damon. White Sox, they headed for the middle. Tell you what, Steve, that really was a great play and well worth another look.
Well, so many good things going on right there. Well-executed play.
And it's Alexei Ramirez now, 1 away. Mesh with a delivery. Chases that first pitch. Starts off with a strike.
Well, that's just an unhittable pitch. That's the blueprint of where you want to throw this pitch. Down and away to the hitter. Gets him to swing.
And so Ramirez retired. Presented by Pepsi, we'll show you the lineup Ozzie Guillen's got going. So who are you looking at, John?
You'd love to see how Joe Creedy's career would have played out if he didn't have so many back injuries. Here's a guy that can hit the ball out of the ballpark. He's one of the...
Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. That one, a one-hopper off the 2 men down here, but they do get a man in scoring position.
Number 20.
Well, they set down the first 2 men of this inning, but they couldn't get him out. A big double right there with 2 outs, and a 2-out hit will score a run.
Up the middle. Whoa, get out of the way of that one. Straight back up the middle. Now we'll take a quick look at the Royals now. They line up defensively. And Steve scouting anyone here?
Jason Kendall's always been known for his ability to call the game. His relationship with the pitching staff has been critical to his success and his team's success. Such a consistent, productive, professional hitter. You know, one of their best bats in the lineup, Gary.
Mesh with a delivery. Strike 2, Gordon. Beckham now will have to keep an eye out on the strike zone.
Boy, that's some kind of fastball down in the zone right there. The hitter has to be ready for it or he's got no chance to hit it.
So he ended that half inning with a strikeout. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. The Royals still on top. All lit up here at U.S. Cellular Field on this beautiful night for a game. Aviles at the plate. Career numbers, a .317 average off the White Sox. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1. Bedard gets set and delivers. Swings on the 0-1 pitch. Can't hit it. Strike 2.
Well, that fastball right there, he just blew it by him.
There's a swing and a liner towards first. Makes its way through for a single.
Coming to bat for the Kansas
Well, that
City
pitch
Royals.
down and away is the toughest in the game to hit. Perfect pitch from the pitcher. Great piece of hitting.
And keep that in mind next time around. We'll see whether or not he changes up and how he throws to this guy. And with a runner on, Alex Gordon brings the bat. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses with that fastball. Pitch on the way. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Damon as he gets to it for the out. And you'll want to tune in next Monday. We'll see Evan Longoria and the Tampa Bay Rays. They play host to the New York Yankees. Game gets underway 7 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, Gary, that should be a fun one to watch for sure.
1 out, runner on at first. Bedard gets set and delivers. Hot shot towards the hole. Over to second for 1. Back to first. Not in time. 1 and 2 won't get it.
Well, quick release by the third baseman. They get the lead runner at second, just not able to turn the double play.
And Bedard has him 0-1. That one a called strike. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. Throw in time, forces him at second for the 3rd out. So no run. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And Alex Rios to lead off. And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. So Rios is set down. Here are some teams going deep over this past month, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the White Sox. 2nd, the Blue Jays. The Rays 3rd. 4th spot, Rangers. And 5th best, the A's.
Well, some tough lineups right here to pitch against because a lot of power threats throughout the course of these lineups. And they look for a pitch they can drive, and when they get it, they can take you deep.
That's strike 2. Gil Mesh able to stay ahead in the count.
Well, just way out in front of that cutter.
Mesh with a delivery. To deep right center. Off the wall and a hop. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double. Pitcher's count. Hitter's pitch.
It's an 0-2 count, a little too aggressive on the pitcher's part coming into the strike zone. Good piece of hitting.
And it's Joe Crede at the plate.
Now, if you got a chance to see the last game, you saw he seemed a little bit flustered at the plate, expanding the strike zone, striking out twice in that game.
Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Crede will lean in on that zone now. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit sharply to first. And he steps on first. That's the 2nd out. This is the list of the production for the month. The RBI leaders, courtesy of State Farm.
Well, these are the kind of guys that decide games right here. They thrive on situations with runners on base to come up and deliver, and they have been getting it done.
Here's a chance to capitalize RBI for Jim Thome. Right there in the top 5 in home runs. Cut fastball, swung on and missed, 0-1.
Gary, he can really swing the bat. Just a quality approach at the plate, day in and day out.
Now he swings, hits this one high in the air. Deep left center field. Goodbye, home run, a 2-run digger. Great turnaround for him. A 2-run homer. They lead by 1.
Well, that's what you want. Run support for your pitching and attack the opposition. That's what the White Sox are doing right here.
First pitch on the way to Damon. Strike 1. Mesh got him to swing, 0-1. And the home run there, Steve, the pitcher's going to have to be very careful now.
Well, that's right. Damage control is critical. You don't want this inning to get out of control.
Hit up the middle. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that ever close? So that brings Alexei Ramirez up. He's in the top echelon of hits right now. 2 outs and a man on first. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch to the left side. Throws to first. Side is retired. So they strike for 2 runs, and that gives them the lead. The White Sox leading now. They've got the momentum. Quick glimpse of the manager, Ozzie Guillen. Things have been going right for him. His ball club today, last half inning, they proved productive. Now they're looking to expand that lead. And Juan Pierre to bat. He's the league leader in stolen bases. 0-1 is the count now as we get going in the third. And Eric Bedard delivers strike 2. He's in control in this AB.
Look for the pitcher to try to expand the strike zone here. The hitter has to swing at anything close.
That ball swung on, hit. Rios to field it. And that is in there. The tying run is on base. And that's going to bring David DeJesus up. 0-2 count. So you protect a pitch that's up so little east. Oh, Pierre trying to steal. And he is out trying to take second. He got him. Good pitch to throw on, Steve.
Well, he had the fastball and it was set up in the right spot. He had a quick release to gun down the runner.
And that's a strike. DeJesus now got to guard the plate. Bedard gets set and delivers. Smash towards the middle. The throw in time for the out.
Let's take a look where the Kansas City Royals rank right now in the American League. 4th in strikeouts, 4th in stolen bases, and an offense that's in the top 10 in triples. That ability to drive the ball into the gaps is a real asset for a club, but also that speed and aggressiveness to turn them into triples.
First pitch inside with a fastball, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a fastball in there, 1-1.
Velocity and location are absolutely critical. That pitch was exactly where he wanted to throw it.
Good looking fastball. Called the ball though, 2-1. Now Przinski sets up. Swing and a miss. Billy Butler can't make contact, evening up the count.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball and he pulled the string on it. He got him to swing right through it.
Brings that curveball, just about had him, but it's full. The payoff pitch. Here's Bedard. That one is hit well. Quentin's there. That'll do it as they put that one away. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. The White Sox still on top. Things will start getting a little more difficult as we look to the 3rd man to lead it off. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And Paul Konerko to lead it off. He's the league leader in ribbies. And he starts Konerko out. And Mesh gets it by. Called strike, 0-1.
Well, he's having some kind of offensive season, Gary, really in the middle of everything this team's doing offensively.
Strike two, no balls and 2 strikes. Konerko now will look to tighten up that zone.
Going to try to make some contact in this ball game today because he swung and missed a little bit too much, striking out twice in his last game.
Got him there. That was a nice strikeout. Carlos Quentin batting now. There's one down. Leading the MLB in batting average. Here it comes. Don't wait long enough for that one, and he starts out with a strike.
Just a solid offensive player day in and day out, and a guy that really can deliver for this offense.
Strike two. Now with no balls, 2 strikes. Quentin needs to protect that strike zone.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there. He got that slider in the strike zone. He got the hitter out in front to swing early.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch. And Beckham's in the box. Career average for him, only 135 off the Royals. A smash to first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. 7 pitches and it's done. That's how you sit. And looking on, Trey Hillman. And some good pitching last offense going. Get him going in the right direction. Leadoff hitter Rick Ankiel. And frequently walked. He's the most walked hitter in this division. And he starts Ankiel out. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. That's one away. Let's take a moment to look at the staffs leading the way. ERA brought to you by State Farm. The White Sox #1, the Red Sox 2nd, 3rd the Mariners, the Yankees 4th, and at #5 it's the Angels. This one's grounded hard up the middle, and Ramirez fields the ball, and Callaspo retired.
Shortstop, number 30.
Aviles at the plate. 2 outs, bases empty. Bedard gets set and delivers. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1.
Well, anytime you can spot your slider down in the strike zone, you're going to have a lot of success in the game. And I tell you what, any hitter will tell you, anytime that slider's down in the zone, it's almost impossible to hit.
And he'll step on first to retire the side. No hits, nobody left on. And Alex Rios to lead off. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league.
Alex Rios.
And he starts Rios out. Strike one. Mesh got him to swing. 0-1. There's a ball hit very high in the air, deep to left field. Out of here. Goodbye home run. They'll take that 1-run homer. They need that. Now the lead is 2.
Gary, it's the 2nd home run they've hit off him in this game, so when he gets the ball up and makes a mistake, they hit it out.
He's got to be thinking about exactly what he threw in those cases and maybe change it up a little.
Now, clearly to those guys, he's going to have to do it. White Sox lead expanded here. Gary, they just keep getting big hits.
Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. And the home run there, Steve, the pitching's going to have to be very careful now.
Well, that's right. Damage control is critical. You don't want this inning to get out of control.
And it gets through. 2 for 2.
Now coming to bat for the Chicago.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
First pitch to Creedy. Strike one. Mesh got him to swing. 0-1.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter, swung late.
And Joe Creedy watches that one go by. That'll even it up.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Swing and a high drive, hooking into the corner. And out of here, a home run, 2 runs, 1 swing. Now a 4-run ball game. They just doubled their lead on that one.
Now the 3rd home run in this game off this pitcher, so They're starting to figure something out. He can't be in there much longer.
Let's see if we see some inside stuff coming up here. He's been chosen to take over out there.
Gary, I tell you, I probably would have let this starter go a little bit longer. I mean, better safe than sorry, but why burn the bullpen this early in the game if you don't have to? Save them, keep them fresh, make them right for the end of the game.
And Jim Thome. And that'll bring Johnny Damon to the plate. Top 5 AL in runs scored.
Johnny Damon.
The pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. Swing and a drive, deep left center. And it's off the wall in left center. Thome's going to try to score. And the throw, the tag, and he is out at the plate. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double. With a runner on second, Alexei Ramirez. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Line drive. And it's caught. The play by Gordon. Here's a look at the American League wildcard standings brought to you by State Farm. Time running out now for some of these teams. In first place, it's the Yankees. Mariners in second place. In third place, it's the Royals. Orioles fourth. Fifth place, the Rays. Shot towards the hole. Fantastic chance here.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. And it's Carlos Quentin in the box now. He's the league leader in hits. Here's the delivery. Line to left, but that's going to go foul. A swing and a miss, strike three, but a chance at first. Oh, and he got him. What a throw. He gets the play at first base.
And Gary, as soon as the pitcher lets go of the ball, he knows what can happen in this situation. He's hoping his catcher can stop it.
It's here thanks to 2 home runs in the inning. And in the batter's box, it's Gordon.
Alex Gordon.
Bedard gets set and delivers. He makes contact, line drive. That's one down.
Gary, you know, he's settling into a groove right here. And that's 6 in a row that he's set down.
And we've got Anderson batting. Second lifetime AB, looking to go 1 for 2 with a hit off the White Sox. So Jason Kendall will come up.
A 1 out and a man on first base. That big single right there gives them a couple outs to work with to see if they can push him across the board.
First pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it drops in for a base hit. Kansas City gets a shot at it right now.
Left fielder.
Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
And Juan Pierre to bat. He's the stolen base leader in the American League at the moment. Oh, big mistake. He's going for third. Pauses, and now the 1-0. They got a chance here to gain a base. And they bring him home. Can't get him. The run scores on the error.
Well, they pick up a run with a little bit of help from the defense as they kick that one around, not able to make the play. Run scores.
Line drive, and Creedy gloves out. State Farm brings you the teams leading the way offensively over the last 10 games. The White Sox #1, the Royals in second, in third the Yankees, Mariners fourth, and for the Blue Jays, they are in fifth.
Neither club's had any trouble putting up runs on the board over the last 10 games. Offense has been firing on all cylinders.
Now Przinsky sets up, and Eric Bedard delivers strike 2. He's in control in this AB.
Well, look out. He got lucky there. You do not want to miss in the heart of the plate with this team.
And in there, the Royals will get a run. Chance is coming here by the bushels full for Kansas City.
Number 60, Billy Butler.
That's a really good pitch, Steve, on an 0-2 offering. You keep that down and in.
That's a perfect pitcher's pitch. At this point, you've got to tip your hat to the batter. That's a solid job.
And Butler's in the box. An offense here that's going in the right direction. They've got time to put this ball game away. First, you got to get back in it.
Yeah, Gary, we look at pieces of clutch hitting. Well, that's what we just saw right there. I mean, they're still down. They've got to get some more at-bats like that, but that was a clutch at-bat.
Gambled, lost, tagged out on his way to third. They pick up 2 runs. Look at the manager, Ozzie Guillen. He's not happy with his club. Still out in front, but he knows they cannot afford to have innings like that and still win. Slider swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, anytime you recognize a slider, you got to be very patient with it. You can't be over anxious. You got to stay back, and then when you see it good enough, let it fly.
Ball is blasted high, deep center field, way back there. Goodbye, home run. Putting a little padding in the lead. Solo shot up by 3.
White Sox lead expanding here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
Line towards first. Here are the bats making the noise this past month. The State Farm leaderboard, batting average.
Hey, look at these hitters. They're really the guys with the most versatility. The ability to drive the ball to left field, to right field, and hit the fastball, the curveball, the slider. There's really not a pitch these guys can't hit.
That's going to bring up A.J. Pierzynski, one of the best batting averages in the league. Here's the pitch. And that's a strike. A.J. Pierzynski now behind in the count. Defensive stance at the plate.
Well, looking for a bounce-back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
And A.J. Pierzynski strikes out, unable to make contact on that pitch.
It seemed like he made it easy. 3 pitches, big strikeout.
Can't get rid of a guy any quicker than that. Only took 3 and he's gone. First pitch to Creedy. Fastball just misses. 1-0. Career average 276 against the Royals. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Creedy, no contact, evens the count.
Well, right there, you can just tell that the hitter was absolutely fooled on that pitch. Nothing you can do. You try to reach out and just put it in play, but he swung through it.
Joe Creedy comes up empty, a swing, no contact.
Boy, not a lot of velocity and not a lot of movement. That doesn't end up being a real good pitch.
And Jim Thome. And for RBIs, he's one of the best in the league.
Well, that sort of first step quickness, Rios is a real threat to run. They've got to keep an eye on him.
Thome fouls it off again. Swing sends this one on a line to right center. Bounces up against the wall. And here's Rios heading home. And he gets there all the way from first. Openings for this lineup offensively, don't give it to him now because they are
Oh, with that big hit right there, he only needs a triple to complete the cycle. But hey, that's the toughest one to get. Let's see if he can do it.
And it's Johnny Damon at the plate. He swings now and really hit that. Anderson will field. He's there, but he lets it fall. Let's take a second to view the top overall power hitters in the league on the State Farm leaderboard.
This is a list of guys that when they get in there, they're looking to do some damage to really hurt the opposition. Looking to drive the ball. It's not just about contact, it's about hard contact.
That will bring up the big bat in a big moment, Alexei Ramirez. Great season, top 10 in RBIs. He delivers. Swing, hot shot. Gets another one down. That'll score a run.
Well, he's getting the job done this year, no question about it. Such production, so consistent.
Number 14.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
So Paul Konerko with a chance, 2 on and a couple away. Well, they definitely got hit sharply towards the hole. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. So they strike for 3 more runs here and widen that lead even further.
The 6th inning.
And here's Rick Ankiel. Drove in a run earlier in the game.
Number 24.
And he starts Ankiel out. And Bedard has him 0-1. That one a called strike. Swings and hits this one. Going to be fielded by Rios. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. Ankiel towards third base. No play at third base. He gets in there with time to spare.
For the Kansas City
A lot of times when you think of a triple, you're thinking of runs batted in, 1 or possibly 2. But this time he's the only guy in base. But he's leading off this inning with that triple and a chance for a big inning.
Diaspo at the plate. Hitting .324 lifetime against the White Sox. Here's the first pitch. Ball! That one's too low. Bedard missing.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Back up the middle. Bedard. And that is not in time. He's aboard at first. Good offensive chance here.
It's a real tough pitch to hit right there. That breaking ball, good late break on it, but he stays with it and punches a single out to the outfield.
And Bedard has him 0-1. That one a called strike. Wow, that's trouble. That's going to be tracked down. And Ankiel comes in. They just have to eat this one. The run's going to score in the error.
Well, he boot that one, and obviously leading to a run scored right there, so you can't make those kind of mistakes and still win ball games.
Towards center field. One away now. And he holds the runner at second.
Third base.
Runner on second. RBI opportunity. Here's Alex Gordon. First pitch on the way to Gordon. Swinging the ball. Hit softly towards the hole.
Now
Oh, what an absolutely great job of hitting right there. That pitch down and in, bearing in on him, and he fought it off to get that big base hit.
Fastball misses away. 1-0. Bedard gets set and delivers. Can't connect with that fastball. Now it's 1-1. Hut shot towards the hole. Gets through. That run's gonna score. And Ramirez fields the ball.
Now
Openings for this lineup offensively. Don't give it to them now because they are hot.
Jason Kendall.
Runners on first and second with 1 out. And the first pitch. He fouls that one off. Smash towards the hole. And another hit. They're really gunning right now.
Well, now after giving up 3 straight hits, the manager has to start thinking about getting somebody up in the pinch. Eric Bedard is going to have to dig in and deliver in this tough situation, Gary.
And he's desperately searching for a way to get out of this inning now. Minimal damage, 3 on, 1 out.
Well, he's scuffling out there, but he still has his focus. He knows they have a 3-run lead. He doesn't want to let his teammates down.
Bases are loaded here with only 1 away. And Pierre ready for the first pitch. And it gets through. Pierre bringing home that run.
Now batting for the
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
David DeJesus, he'll try to drive something here. This is the time to be a hero. Team's down, but a hit right here and you're right back in the ballgame.
Well, no question about that. A hit right here puts them right back in this game. It changes the whole complexion.
And that's a strike. DeJesus has now got to guard the plate.
A good progress for this offense. And
Up the middle. And it's plucked off the field. And there's one. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay.
60.
Steve, he beats this one out. Infield hit on the play at short.
didn't beat it by much. You thought he had a chance to get him, but didn't quite get there.
Pretty good burst of speed to get there. Bedard gets set and delivers. Taps this one foul to the right. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards second. Up with it. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. Big offensive inning. 5 base hits and 4 runs. A display of determination coming from the Royals. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. The first pitch. That one hit pretty well, but here's the pitch. Strike 2. Now with no balls, 2 strikes, Quinton needs to protect that strike zone.
I'm going to try to make some contact in this ball game today because he swung and missed a little bit too much, striking out twice in his last game.
Still 0-2. On the way. Swings, lines this one softly to right. And he gets that one down. His second hit. 2 for 4 today. That's going to bring Gordon Beckham up. There'll be more coming your way next Wednesday. It'll be Matt Kemp and the Los Angeles Dodgers. They face the Giants at AT&T Park. We hope you'll be there. Things get underway at 10 Eastern.
Hey, Gary, you think John will buy us dinner in town that time we go watch that ball game?
A runner on first, no outs. First pitch. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1. Last time out, a loss for the White Sox. No luck in the 4th game of the series. They end up going 3 out of 4 against the Tigers in Detroit. Strike 2. Gordon Beckham now will have to keep an eye out on the strike zone. Their offense only managed 3 hits in that ball game.
Well, 3 hits and no runs, and that's the big thing. The offense has to get going, but good pitching stopped them.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch. And Alex Rios up. He's hitting .333 lifetime off Kansas City. 1 out, runner on at first. And he starts Rios out. Takes a swing, but he's too late on that one. Strike 1.
We're going to see what kind of adjustments he made with the hitting coach now, as after last game he struck out every at bat. They've got to look for more contact.
Here's a ball hit soaring into deep center field. That ball is still going. Gone! A 2-run homer.
White Sox lead expanded here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
Number 12, A.J. Brzezinski.
Base is empty with 1 away. And the first pitch. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1. And we talk about how a hit or a home run can be critical at certain points of a ball game. You just saw one.
Now you have to wonder how long the manager is going to stick with this pitcher as he's given up the lead.
Slider in the dirt. Good block. And A.J. Brzezinski strikes out, unable to make contact on that pitch.
That's impressive breaking action right there in an 87-mile-an-hour pitch.
Freedy.
Freedy into the batter's box. Base is empty with 2 outs. Here it comes. Out in front on that one. Strike 1.
Well, looking for a bounce-back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Freedy, he'll lean in on that zone now.
Well, he fooled him right there. That 2-seam fastball has to be down in the zone to be effective, but it looked like he was looking for a different pitch.
Ended this inning with a nice piece of pitching work as he gets the K. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. White Sox up 3. And there's the familiar face of the manager, Trey Hillman. The thoughts of a manager, one can only speculate, but at this point you got to believe he's got some words for that next practice. And here's Rick on Keel. It was a loss last time out for the Royals. That series for them, they ended up losing 1-2 against the Twins in Minnesota.
When the fans are waiting for something to turn this team around.
He watches that fastball. It'll even up the count at 1-1. 500 baseball will keep your fans happy a bit, but you better do a little better as part of the season rolls on here.
Well, they absolutely have to, and this is one of these things. They need something to push this team in the right direction.
Rick on Keel comes up empty, took the cut, but you didn't catch up to it.
Well, 90 miles per hour on the gun, but still not much movement.
He just flat missed out on that one, reaching way out, trying to grab that, caught the edge.
It started out onto the plate, and then it started tailing away a little bit. You have to think he'd like at least foul that pitch off.
And the first pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And it's starting to head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases. He wants to go to third.
Now up to the plate.
You have to take a look at one here. They probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
Now Przinsky sets up. That one's too low. Bedard missing.
Offensively now, they've got to start to work the count. They've got to try to get base runners on and get things going here. I mean, you've got one out here in the 7th inning. It's not too late to try to make up some of this deficit.
Just off the inside edge. 2-1. Now the 2-1. There's a swing, fly ball down the line and left. That gets down. The tying run coming up. They score the run.
Now up to the
Good
plate.
pitch down
For the
low,
Kansas
Steve,
City
but a
Royals.
better at bat.
Well, he did a real nice job going down in his swing to get that low ball to be able to pick up the hit.
And now Alex Gordon. All important production at this point in the ball game. Cut that deficit, keep pushing. That's what they're after.
Well, they're narrowing the lead late here in the game, Gary, and they're showing some fight left in those bats.
And what you hope when you get a hit like that is that maybe you've got momentum starting to come your way because the game's not over.
Well, you know what? They've got momentum going their way, and if they could just find a hole somewhere, find a way to manufacture a run, they could turn it all the way around.
Ground ball headed for the middle, and Ramirez fields the ball. That retires Gordon. Here are some teams that have really been seeing the ball well. The highest batting averages for the last 10 games courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the White Sox. Blue Jays in second. Third, the Yankees. Fourth spot held by the Royals. And we've got the Rangers. They are fifth.
Well, there's nothing more fun in baseball when your whole lineup is hitting the baseball. And over the last 10 games, the batting average of these two teams have been absolutely phenomenal. And that's what you love. Both teams at the top of their games offensively going at it head-to-head.
The pitch. Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. A display of determination coming from the Royals. They've made a dent in that lead. And Jim Tomei to lead it off. And an RBI double this last time.
Well, Gary, their team's ahead right now, and obviously his offensive production has been a major contribution here. Driving in runs with those at-bats, and obviously the big home runs. So
up the middle. And it's in there. He continues to get on base. That's hit number 4 in this game. Here are your hit leaders for the month, brought to you by State Farm.
Left fielder, number 18, Johnny Damon.
Here is Johnny Damon. No one out and a runner on first. First pitch on the way to Damon. Smash towards the hole.
Up to the plate.
You talk about a guy who's swinging a pretty hot bat right now. His 3rd hit of this ball game, and it comes with nobody out in the inning.
And out on the mound, we've got Robinson Tejada. He's been brought in to take over for the Royals.
well, going to the bullpen right here, that's his chess move. Let's see if it's checkmate.
Good pitch as he's late on that one. 0-1.
Well, if you're going to be late on the fastball, you're going to have trouble hitting up here, and he's struggling right now.
And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now. Fastball swung out and missed, struck him out, one away.
It's fair to say, Gary, they needed that out badly. Now he's got to come right back at him and get another one. They're down. They cannot give up more runs here this late in the game.
And he starts Konerko out. Catcher can't control it. Here's the delivery. Liner between first and second. Now State Farm brings you the leaderboard for the highest on-base percentage in the league.
What a tough group of hitters right here to pitch to. They battle, they scratch, they claw, they find a way to get on base, and they really wear down the opposing pitcher.
Here's Carlos Quentin. 3 on and 1 out. First pitch to Quentin. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1.
Well, he's got great movement on that two-seamer. It's one of the best around.
Here's the pitch. Here's a swing. A long high drive deep into center field. One pitch. They turned a 2-run ball game into a healthy 6-run lead. Big-time grand slam.
Gary, bases loaded. He throws this one up in the zone. You're playing with fire there. He got burned.
Boy, that one really hurts. Grand slam home run on a pitch you know that pitcher wants back.
A complete total collapse on the mound here for the Royals, Gary. And you know, these sorts of innings make or break games.
Base is empty, 1 out. Here's the delivery, headed for the middle. Here's that race in the Central Division brought to you by State Farm. Season in the home stretch now. First place, the White Sox. In second place, it's the Royals. In third, the Indians. In the 4th spot, it's the Twins. And rounding out the list, the Tigers. So that'll bring Alex Rios to the plate.
Well, the potential's there for Alex Rios to be a productive hitter. So let's see if he can provide some off.
There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out.
Now up to the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
It's going to be Brzezinski.
Number 12.
2 outs and a man on first.
Brzezinski.
The first pitch. Swings on that first pitch. Misses the fastball. 0-1.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter. Swung late.
Swing sends this one on a line to right center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. He's around third, and he's heading home. Oh, he gets tagged out right at the plate. Can't make it home. He's gone. So they add a 4 spot here to extend their lead even further. White Sox continue to... And if you're just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Crump bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Here's the first pitch. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And that's out number 1, stepping in the bag.
Left fielder, number 6.
And Juan Pierre to that. He singled in his last at bat. 1 out, nobody on. Bedard gets set and delivers. Strike 1! Here's one that's in there, called strike.
Well, Gary, with 1 out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
Strike two called in the hole, 0-2.
Velocity and location are absolutely critical. That pitch was exactly where he wanted to throw it.
That one swung on its line. And Pierre is retired. Almost fell over when he got to that one. Boy, there's some upper body strength on that throw.
Well, you have to have great body control to play this game, and he certainly showed it there.
And he got him. Base is empty and 2 down. Base is empty with 2 outs. Fresh count on DeJesus. Here it comes. And Bernard has him 0-1. That one a called strike.
Gary, I think right now that you've got to consider trading outs for runs if you're pitching. I mean, listen.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. The White Sox still ahead. Here's a look at Ozzie. Ozzie Guillen. He has to be pleased with his team's performance so far today.
You know, they're losing a little bit in the defensive department with this change. It may be geared more toward offense. It's just odd to make this move right now.
There's a swing and a miss behind, 0-1.
It's hard to get the kind of action you want on a two-seam fastball up in the zone, but his location away caused it to be effective anyways.
Here's the pitch. Got him. 1 away.
Now, K-Cam's going to show us a good look at this slider.
Well, sometimes you get fooled so badly, there's just nothing else you can do but hope and pray that you put the ball in play, hopefully foul, to get another pitch to hit.
Tomei gets in. Here's the first delivery. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, you can tell by that approach he was looking for that fastball. He got it, but still out in front.
And that's a strike. Tomei's going to have to hit with a little less of a cut here. Changeup swung on and missed. That's the out. Number 2.
Let's see this one again in K-Cam. It's a changeup.
And it's Johnny Damon working on a fine ball game. 3 for 5 to this point. First pitch on the way to Damon. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. And that gets down. Damon, base hit. So that brings Alexei Ramirez up. Try it again here. Just 1 for 5 in this one.
Alexei Ramirez.
2 outs and a man on first. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Picked by Gordon. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Save your arm. Do it by pitching only 8 times in 1 inning, 3 outs. And coming up, we'll see the Royals. And it's Billy Butler to lead it off.
First baseman, number 60, Billy Butler.
Dave Bush going to the mound. He's been chosen to take over out there.
It's not surprising they're going to the bullpen now. I just thought maybe they waited a little bit too long. Should have gone and gotten him a little bit earlier.
First pitch is on the way to Butler. A swing and a foul off to the right side. Here's the 0-1 pitch by Bush. And Billy Butler watches that one go by. Count will be even.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you could really deflate them.
There's a swing and a miss at the fastball. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. swung on. That is hit.
Just having some difficulty right now trying to make up this ground. And obviously they've got a hill still to climb. And running out of time right now, only 2 outs remaining. So they've got to get something going and keep it going.
And here's Rick on Keel. He's had 1 hit 4 times up. And he starts Ankiel out. It's hit foul by Ankiel. And Dave Bush quickly ahead on the count 0-2.
The hitter thought that ball was inside. It certainly wasn't low, and it looks like it was in there.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. That one falls in there for a base hit. So that brings Alberto Callaspo to the plate.
Second baseman.
He doubled his last time. 1 down, runner at first. First pitch to him. And it goes foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch by Bush. On the ground to second. Over to second for 1. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay. So they will not get the double play.
3. And yes, he's betting for it.
Runner on first, 2 away. On the way. Fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Better to go after the fastball when a guy has quality secondary pitches. Even though it's down to the zone, you've got to swing at that.
Called strike, and it's quickly 0-2. A line drive toward short. Fielded by Ramirez. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
A good all-around effort, Gary, by the White Sox today allows them to get the win. They've got to be feeling pretty good about themselves.
Now we get a recap of one of the outstanding individuals. He's our Pepsi Clutch performer. The standout man on offense today, Carlos Quentin.
Well, you know, Gary, when someone gets on a hot streak like this, all you can do is sit back, tip your hat, and watch the show. He was spraying the ball all over the field, and one just happened to leave the ballpark. That'll make you the Pepsi Clutch performer of the game just about every time.
And Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball.